Hi, everyone. It's Marianne. And I really wanted to sit down and create something, but I looked at my desk, and my desk is full. It's full of stuff from a big old creative session last night that I haven't yet cleaned up, and also some things that I brought in from the family room that I'd been used while watching TV, and I just set on my desk. So now I got everything here. I've got paper that I did with paint. I've got gel prints that I pulled. I've got alcohol ink papers here. I've got just stacks of all kinds of papers. These were collages that I cut into tag shapes and then put napkins over, so they're all ready to be tags of some sort. Other kinds of substrates here. There's a tag that I just had done some fun um, painting on, just trying out some different stencils or techniques. I've got little images that I cut out with the stamp uh, scissors, stamp outside. What do you call that? Frame. So that they would look like faux stamps. I'll turn these into faux stamps. Those are pretty cool. I've got some punches. I've got I just couldn't throw this away. This is just cool old paper, and that's got to go on something. That'll be cool. There's just bits and pieces of paper. There's a ticket. There's all kinds of found my little tiny scissors. Here's some branding strips off of paper that I tore off because they have cool little sayings on them there. I've got all kinds of little stickers. Here's some words. Just, I mean, everything. You can't see it all, but there's just tons of stuff on my desk. There's ink and there's paint and there's ink pads and just everything. So I feel like being creative, but I can't do anything until I clean up my desk, right? I'm sure you understand that. Totally sure you understand that. Because being as creative as you are, I know your desk is looking like this too. You can't have a creative session and not end up with a desk like this. That's just how it happens. When you pull things out or you make things, you end up with all this stuff. So I don't want to clean up my desk. I really don't. I want to make something. So I decided to do something that I've never done before. I decided to flip on the camera and sit down in front of my desk here. I have no idea how this is going to go. Like I said, I've never done it before, but I am going to make something using only stuff I can see and grab here on my desk. Um, whatever I need. I've got so much stuff here that I can't imagine that I don't have enough to make something or a bunch of somethings, but I want to keep it a fairly short um, video. Let me just make sure I have, I even have adhesive here. Good. Good. I thought maybe I didn't have adhesive, but I do. It's sitting on my desk. I got paint brushes. I don't think I'm going to need those. Well, hi, Lucy. My boxer puppy, Lucy, coming in to say hi. She likes to visit when we record or when we do lives. She's always here in the lives. So as soon as I start talking, she thinks all her friends are here and she wants to come say hi. Okay, so where to begin? This one's already a tag. Let's see how many things I can make. I don't know. Can I make one thing in a very short period of time? Like I said, I want it to be a short video. But there's things in so many different genres or so many different, um, styles here that, geez, I'm not even sure where to start. So. I do like this. This just is a super, super cool tag. This is metallic paint through a stencil on here, and it turned out so neat. Love the texture, love the look. What did I just do with those little faux stamps I cut? I think that's kind of cute, but I'm going to look here. Ooh, that's a cool one. It says art. If I backed that with something, that looks like gears. Ooh, there's some steampunk on there, but I also like her face, and there's a little bit of that teal color on there. I have no idea where this is going, guys, but hey, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see what happens. Okay, I'm looking at this, and this has got a little bit of purple in it. This was watercolored with Nuvo Mousse. There's some things I was just trying media on to see what would happen with it. But those colors kind of go together there. All right. All right, let me stop for just a moment. I want to use this one. I'm pretty sure I want to use this as a base. I'm also really kind of feeling these guys today. Let's see if I've got a tag already here that would make a good base for that. If not, there's a piece of paper right there that I can see would. Oh, that's pretty. Some of these napkins over the top look so cool. And they feel so cool. Maybe I'll take this and make that into a base. That's kind of sorta in the same color family, isn't it? Are these kind of sorta in the same? No, that's more pink and this is more peach. That just doesn't work so well. So, all right. I don't know why I think I'm going to do more than one at the same time. I should just do one and then get to the other. But there's something in me that thinks if I'm pulling stuff out, I just as well pull stuff out all at the same time. But I'm not pulling anything out. It's all piled right here. Okay, so I've got that. I really like, let me move this out of the way here. I really like that little face with this one as a faux stamp. Oh, I really like the steampunk, but I almost kind of like her better without the steampunk for this. And this is that metallic copper or rose gold? This might work. I'm almost thinking to cut her off there, make that a little bit smaller. I don't really want to cover all of this up because that's pretty darn cool looking. Oh, metallic tape. What is that? Gold and copper and silver? I guess there isn't any rose gold. I don't know if I have rose gold metallic tape, but that's okay. Metallics and metallics, right? And they all kind of go together. Maybe that copper would be nice with that. All right, so I really like that torn edge too. But maybe I can mount that on there as a stamp and have the torn edge as well. To have that torn edge, I kind of need to have, I'm starting from the wrong side because I'm right-handed. You know, when you tear like this, whichever hand you bring forward, that is the hand that's going to have the better tear, in that you're not going to see the white of the paper. It's on the back. Whichever hand you take back away from you, I shouldn't say backwards, but away from you, is the side that's going to get the white showing. So if you want the white showing, then you choose your side accordingly. This is going to need, I don't have any of my big ink pads out here, but I've got all the little ones. I had so many things out. I just got small things that wouldn't take up nearly as much space. Just want to rough that up. And let's see. Kind of think now that all 4 sides need to be torn. So much for that cool metallic edge that was on there. This was a paper from Gel Plating. So here at Happy Paper People, we do Saturday Night Live every Saturday night at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. And I tell you that because if you like experimenting, or you like learning new techniques, or trying different things that you haven't tried, trying them with a bunch of friends all at the same time, so you can see everybody's and see what works, what doesn't work, things maybe you didn't think about trying, that's what we do. So we will do gel plating, and everybody will be doing it at their own place. They send in pictures if they want, and I can show the group so everybody can see. And then we also post them in our Facebook group, Happy Paper People, because we love to see everybody else's creations. As artists, you know that we're all inspired by seeing other people's creations. So we do love when people post them in our Facebook group as well. This is a glossy, so I don't know if this is going to work so well, but it just feels a little shiny. Might knock it down with a clear matte medium. But if I can just make the edges maybe not look quite so bright and new. Let's see what way we want to put her. So anyway, a lot of these papers are from a night that we did of gel plating, and we've done just experimenting with different things. We've done nights of experimenting with alcohol inks and experimenting with Nouveau Mousse, all kinds of products. And then we have nights where we, whoa, that is a runny. I know that was just filled up, so wonder if that needed to be shaken up or why it's so runny. I've never seen art glitter glue be runny like that. If you've seen art glitter glue be runny like that, please tell me in the comments what you know about that. Like why would it be? It always comes out easily, but I've never seen it be super runny like that. So is there some reason? I know that I just refilled that bottle, the little bottle from my large one. See, now it's dripping glue all over the place. And you know, art glitter glue, it dries instantly. I don't want it drying and gluing all these papers together. Let's see, grab my towel. Let's see if I can just kind of get that up. There we go. Since I don't know what's going right there. All right, so we got her ready to go. We have, sometimes on Saturday nights, we do games. A crowd favorite is where the audience gets to tell us what to do. Us meaning me and Sharon. Sharon is my YouTube and Facebook partner and collaborator. And we are on the Saturday Night Live together. And then the audience gets to tell us what to do, meaning they get to tell us what we have to make and what we have to use to make it. So what I'm doing here is kind of like a tell me what to do to myself, because I'm telling myself that I have to use what's on my desk and not what I have to make. I can make anything, but okay. So what else do I need with this? Let's see if we've got, have I got, I don't see a stamp. Do we have not a stamp. What are these? They are not stamps. They are stickers. Thank you. Maybe a sticker that would go with this. So I like that one, but it's not a good color. That's kind of a good color. And that old jalopy would be cool. That one's not bad. If I go ahead and vintage that up a bit. The sewing machine. Boric acid, huh? Oh, I kind of like the direction of that one being vertical instead of horizontal. A typewriter, that's kind of cool. Or this one. Okay. Well, that's a lot to choose from, but I won't even look in these others. We'll just take one from right there. Okay. So if you would like to see what's going on our Saturday Night Lives, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we do create the events and send the notifications out. You'd want to get notification. Sometimes the event isn't created until the day before or even the morning of, depending what's going on, because we always have sales and things going on as well. So, but you can pop in on a Saturday night, say hi, let us know you're here. It's always fun to meet new friends. So, I don't want to cover all that up that got, the nice kind of old broken off look, but I may end up having to do that or cover up a lot of it. Like that. Let's see. What else do I have here? Got a little piece of lace. Oh, I got a whole thing of lace. Oh, and here's some mint colored lace. Nah, that's just too much. Felicity or Soiree might go on there. What else is in this little bucket right here? A ticket. Ah, I see. This was a defunct ticket. Didn't have an edge on it, but that can always be covered up. That's why I kept it. Okay, those can go on something else. All right, what else have I got? Some numbers. What do I do? Let's see. If we get vintage typewriter up here, and we get her right there, and here's some vintage numbers. Maybe some numbers would work well. We can always cut those. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to cover her face, but maybe. I just keep saying maybe because I'm not sure, but we're going to find the right thing. I'm going to cut that in half, and then, all right. So have you ever tried this? I'm curious to know. If you have, leave me a comment and let me know how you've done this and how it worked out, what you created, what your thought was about it. Was it a good thing to do? Did it take care of that urge to create when you really should be cleaning up? I just feel like those are a little large. So all right. And what if we then put some numbers? I'm not sure that's the right one either. It still kind of feels a little large. You've probably seen something as I thumb through here. You're probably screaming, that one, use that one. But unfortunately, I don't know which one you're saying. I do want a different shape. Actually, let's see what's on the back of that thing. There's some, let's see, how big is that? Let's just try this for fun. Got, there's a couple punches sitting here. There's a butterfly. That's a good shape. Some good color there. We do this. If we do this. And where are those little teeny tiny scissors? I think we're needing some teeny, unless I have some number stickers, and I don't need to cut that one up. Sorry for the reaching there. There's some flowers, some more labels. Oh, here's some labels with things on them. That's kind of cool. But I still want some numbers in there, and maybe the numbers would come in right there. I feel like that might be a little high. I'm just trying not to cover up. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe we can just leave that bottom part open. Okay. Okay, maybe that one goes below it. And then maybe strip of numbers comes down. Or do we want some of the colored ones? Well, I'm going to do this because first of all, this just seems a little bit bright. So just going to knock that back a little bit with some vintage photo distress ink. That's all. And let's see, that is a sticker. What if the bottom one wasn't vertical but horizontal? What if I cut that off a little bit right there? Now let's just cut off the front of the car. It just seems a little harder to me not planning anything and not even having anything in mind. A little strange not even having anything in mind and making something out of whatever's here. I feel a little discombobulated, but it's okay. That's okay. Okay, I'm liking them all, but not that one. Not liking that one. Okay, that's kind of a cool one. If we knock that back with some vintage photo so it's not so bright, although maybe the typewriter one was still good. And then maybe the numbers right over the top of it. The sewing machine one, but that wouldn't show. We could always do like that one. And we could put some numbers right down the center of that one. But then I'm not liking that one with it. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. All right. Let's go back here to our vintage typewriter. Original thought. Isn't that funny? Your first thought is usually the best. Then we start overthinking it. That's what we do. That's what I do. I start overthinking it for sure. I'm just going to put this down. I don't know what's going to go on it, but I'm going to start putting them down. I know it's a sticker, so I want to get the back off, but I'm also going to put a little adhesive on it because if you've seen any of my other videos, you know how I feel about the adhesive. They don't always stick so well. Also, this tag that I'm putting, whoa, squirty squirt glue there. This tag that I'm putting it on has raised stencil of acrylic paint. So if I give it a little bit of adhesive like this, then it has something to go down in the raised stencil bits and adhere. Cut off my fingers. Okay, whoops. That is really runny, so I have a minute to readjust it, but normally you don't with art glitter glue. You got about 2 seconds, literally. So yeah, I would be curious if any of you have any ideas about why that is runny. I just refilled it from a large bottle. I think it's a 16-ounce bottle. And I don't think I've used it since I refilled it. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know what. I don't know why that would have anything to do with it. What am I looking for here? Maybe a smaller... No, I'm just not liking those. What about just one of these? All right, that's I don't know what's going on next, but I'm going to put her down. If I put her down, she's there to stay, and then all I have to figure out is the next step, right? one step at a time. Boy, that's a lot of glue. Do not need that much art glitter glue. That's about twice as much as I really need. Art glitter glue, you need such very little amount for it to adhere permanently. That is really runny. I'm going to grab my towel and squish this out. I'd rather do it with the towel than my fingers, because then my fingers stick to all the papers. Okay. All right. So maybe they need to go on first. Little scissors. There's a look that I'm looking for, and I can't seem to get it. Maybe it isn't even with one of those. Maybe it's with something different like this. And Felicity. Let's see if we ink her up a bit, what that looks like. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't need all those stickers. Maybe it just needs something like that. Oh, let's see. I had four jars of buttons sitting here. Now where have they all gone? I might have moved them over right off the desk, which doesn't help my cause here any, because I know that I've got some little medals sitting around though. If I'm going to use only what's on my desk, then let me think what is here. Oh, I had some little medals. Oh, how about a little piece of tile? And what about this? Give it a little bit more bulk. What if I went like that, doubled that up, put it right there, and then put Felicity on it. That's not a good color. Let's see, maybe Felicity can go right on one of these labels. That can go right there. All right, I think we might be getting somewhere. Let me cut this. I do have regular scissors here at my desk. I don't know why I feel the need to use these now. They're so darn cute and tiny. All right. It's just hanging there. I thought I cut that off. There we go. All right. So how about like that? There we go. And then we put Felicity in here. She really needs darker around her, I think. But let's see. I wonder if art glitter glue will work well on lace. I'd usually use Fabri-Tac on lace, but let's see what happens. Okay. Man, it feels very thin. Not like normal art glitter glue, that's for sure. It just doesn't feel like, feels like if I took the lid off, the cap off, unscrewed it and turned it over, it would just pour out, not slowly drip out. All right, I don't want this to stick to my fingers as it's drying. So let's see if I can get that to, yeah, not the best glue choice for lace. Fabri-Tac would have been better. And I can probably walk around the other side of the desk and grab the Fabri-Tac if I have to. But maybe it just feels like because it's so thin, it's not drying. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab the Fabri-Tac. It is on the desk. It's just actually on the other side of the desk that I can't reach from there because it's quite a large desk. Okay. Let's see. It's got goobers on the end. Won't come out if there's goobers on the end. Okay, let's get a couple. Whoa, that is so thick. Okay, so here's another question I have for you. This Fabri-Tac gets super thick, and I can barely squeeze this, and it's barely coming out. So I've heard that you can thin out your Fabri-Tac. Have you thinned your Fabri-Tac? And if so, please tell me how you did it. What's the best way to thin out Fabri-Tac a little bit so that it's actually workable? Isn't going to kill my hands and wrists trying to do this, and to make it thin enough to squeeze and spread again, because this is ridiculous. I couldn't do that for very long, and I'm not getting very much out, honestly. Quite honestly, not getting a whole lot out of there. So I would like to know, I really would like to thin it out. If you have a suggestion for me, know how I can thin out the Fabri-Tac, please leave it in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, I'm just going to take the vintage photo and run it right directly onto the ink pad because I want it darker. There's just a lot of light there with the light lace and then this light color little name here. And so why did I do that? I already put Fabri-Tac on the lace for it. So I figured it'll hold better with the Fabri-Tac than it would with art glitter glue on the lace. Yeah, the Fabri-Tac's already holding better. Okay. How's that? Or does she need something else? I feel like she needs something up here, something round, possibly. That could be maybe a number cut out with a very small, I'll set that down upside down, with a small circle punch. Would that work? A little number right there. What number would that be? Actually, it would be number 7, but I don't see number 7. There it is. There's a 7 right there. Maybe I can, it's kind of small. Maybe I'll do the 8-9 here and just let the 8-9 be together. Man, those are tiny. Slide right up my hands and I can't, hands get lost in them. I'm just going to round the corners. Not going to bother to pull out the corner rounder. This is so tiny. But I'm just going to round the corners a bit just to take the sharpness off and make it a little softer. Because she's got a pretty soft face. Or a soft, pretty face. All right. Let's get the back off of this one. Some of these stickers' backs come off super easily and some of them not so much. All right. So get a little bit of glue on this, even though it's already got some adhesive on it. just to make sure that it's actually going to stay permanent. Nope, I'm going to put it right there. That works. I could have done the edges. Okay, do I have anything here to use as a tie? Let's get some of these stickers back out of the way here. I won't be able to see anything. Okay. Surely, there. Actually, I thought I saw a little piece of. I could always use lace. I've got lace right here. I've got a whole bin of fiber bits right there. But I thought, as I sat down, I thought I saw a long piece of burlap. Just one little burlap fiber. Maybe it was sitting on the desk and then I covered it up. Couldn't have been if it was already here when I came and sat down. Maybe in moving things around, I put it down underneath. Let's see, what is that? No, that is that. All right, well, that's not going to work. So now I buried her. She's over here. Okay, so let's take a piece of lace. Maybe because there is a hole here. I would fold over the lace, but if I put the lace through, then I will punch a wider hole, but because I have different shaped hole punches. But I'm just wondering about maybe just gluing this on or stapling this on right here. Okay. You know, when you're just trying it out and the fold just happens to work just right, then you pick it up and you try to fold it again and put glue on it, and then it won't fold the same. It won't fold right the next time. I'm going to try to glue that fold while I got that fold, because that fold just really seemed to work. Let me get some glue on the back here. This is really hard to squeeze and it's barely coming out. So I really need to know quickly how to thin it out. Help me thin out my Fabri-Tac. All my crafty friends are so smart with things like that. So let me know, how can I thin out my Fabri-Tac without ruining it and making it not as effective of a glue. I'm going to put some down in here so they stay together. Barely coming out, that's why it's taken forever. And then some behind, especially with one hand. I can barely squeeze that. Oh, it's so tough. And why does it get that thick? When I first opened the new bottle, I thought, oh man, this is so nice. Squeezes out so nicely, so easily. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. And then all of a sudden it is so thick and so hard to squeeze. All right, so probably before I put that on, I should have inked around it because it's obvious that it really needs a little bit of ink around the edge. So we'll just do that now. It's kind of awkward working with little teeny tiny vintage photo ink pad. Oh, maybe I should even do something on those corners. We could give her fancy little corners. This one up here is cut. Oops. There we go. All right, in our last couple seconds, because I don't want this to go on much longer. I might have to hop on and do another one with the rest of this stuff sitting here. But I'm going to grab a corner rounder here. Let's see, we've got scallop and we've got stub. And what's this one? Large angle, small angle, round, 2 rounders. Let me grab something and see what is, that is scallop, a scallop corner. And let's see what stub looks like, in case you haven't seen these before. It won't go in there. It's going to have to be like that. There's a stub, so that's okay. She looks like a scallop girl. Let's give her a, am I on the right side? Yep, I am. Okay, here we go. Let's give her 2 little scallops down there. Yeah, I like that. And I wonder if we can do scallops without that. Yeah, we can. We can. All right, she's going to get 4 scallops. She's a fancy girl. There we go. All right, so there's the tag we made just with the things sitting here on the desk. Now I feel like I'm on a roll. I could go through and make a whole bunch more, but I wanted to keep this video short, so I'm going to end it right here. Thanks for joining me, but this is how I'm going to clean up my desk. I'm going to make a couple more of these, so maybe I'll flip the camera back on and make another one with you, and so you can see what you would use that's sitting here. There is so much stuff sitting here, and it's more fun to make something with it than to put it away. That's for sure. Thanks for joining me, friends. If you found any value, please hit the like button, thumbs up, and subscribe, hit the notifications so you can find out when our sales are and when we're going live on Saturday nights and other live tutorials that we do. And if you do have answers to my questions, how can I thin out my Fabri-Tac? Please leave me a comment below on that. And if you have any idea why my art glitter glue is suddenly all runny, because I just refilled it, leave me a comment on that too. Sure love to learn about those 2 glues because they're my 2 favorites. Talk to you soon, and thanks.